You think it filmed anything? Oh, it's filming now. Okay. Okay, now starting over. My name is Dan here, and I'm building a 351 Windsor. I stroked it. It's bored over 30. It's got longer rods in it and a different crank, of course, to make it a 396, I think it is. But anyway, this main video is about valve timing. And I never know to advance it for more horsepower low or retard it for more power high. And I'll show you a few things about that in a little bit. The parts I've got here, just a few things. I bought ProComp aluminum heads. I did a little gasket matching. I just laid the gasket up here, scribed on aluminum heads the exact size it was, and then took a rotary file to it and matched the gasket. And I did the same thing to the aluminum intake. You can see where it's shiny along that edge there. And it just makes it so there's no edge for the air to hit. It'll just flow right on in there. Just something simple, and it just makes a little bit more horsepower. I did have the engine balanced. I had to take the flywheel, and you can see where they welded on a different weight to balance the motor. I did notice that the starter gear is worn out, so I got a new starter gear to put on. $11 versus a new starter cost. So anyway, it's going in this little Ford Ranger right here. We'll call this video Danger Ranger, and we'll keep you posted on it, what's going on. But I bought it, it had a 351 Windsor. I am going to back half the truck. Here's the wheels and tires I bought for it. I've never done anything like this. This is all a learning experience, but as you can see, these tires will not fit on that truck. But I'm going to make them fit. Okay, back to valve timing. All right, if I can get my lovely assistant to hold this right here. I don't know what all you guys can see. You can see these timing gears here, and you can see the different keyways. What I'm going to want to do is advance the timing, and I think it's the triangle one. I'll get the instructions out, and it will tell me. It's not telling me. Pause it. Action. Okay. I looked it up here, and you can barely see it on here, but you can see a -4 and a +4. Okay, this main video is about, I never know to advance it for low horsepower or retard it for low horsepower. So I did some research and some checking. Like I said, I looked on YouTube. There was no videos on it, so that's why I went ahead and made this video. You want to advance. Now, the more expensive timing gear just is double roller chain. The more expensive you go, there's more keyways. Like you could advance it 2 degrees, there'd be one halfway, 4 degrees, 6 degrees, and it's the same on both sides. When you change the valve timing, it'll make you have a horsepower at a lower end. Straight up makes it equal. You'll have the same horsepower low, same horsepower high. So it makes a big difference. Like this is kind of going to be a street machine, so I want to be able to drive it on the street, and I think be an advantage to me to have the horsepower low, because I'll hardly ever be up at 7,000 RPMs driving it on the street. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I've done it in the past on the 350 and the Chevelle. So anyway, that's basically what the video is about. I'll go ahead and get the timing gears put on, and we'll see you back in here in a second. We're back here. I do like this assembly lube. It's really good stuff. Brad Pitt is good stuff. I use the brake-in oil as well. Run the engine about 20 minutes or half hour, and then drain it out. It's good stuff. All your modern oils, they don't have near the zinc in it. Just you'll wipe a cam out. I've never had any trouble at all using these products. So just something to say. This is a comp cam. It is pretty aggressive. I will have to use a electric vacuum pump for my brakes to work, my vacuum assist brakes. Just going to go ahead and install this timing gear. I guess let me pop this off quick. Let me show you something. This right here, I did use blue Loctite on both of them, and they're just little 1/4-20 bolts. So I just tighten them down snug and with blue Loctite. But anyway, back on we go here. Okay. I do just take a coffee can and I use that same brake-in oil because this is a roller chain, and that will fill a little bit in the center of it for oil. So it's just a good thing to do. The hardest part of an engine is when you first start it, of course. It's going to have the most problems. So I slide that out a little ways. Let's just slide it out all the way. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to use +4. Gives you a low end, more horsepower low end. Straight up makes it equal, and we kind of want the horsepower down low. So I'm going to turn this until they match up. One more. Right there. And then I have to turn the cam just a little bit. Right there. Of course, it's going to give me a little bit of trouble because the camera's on. And that's all you have there. Now a few other little tips is, I should have showed you that before I put the gear on, but there's a couple oil passages there. You want to make sure nothing sticks out. When you go with a double roller chain, it's a little thicker. You don't want nothing hitting the back side of the gear. So that's another little tip. Another little thing I do is if they got the little push-in plugs, when I take them out before I go get it hot tanked, I will tap that hole with a quarter inch pipe plug tap, and then you can just run a 1/4 inch pipe plug in there, because you're running a little higher volume oil pump. It's ideal, and you can actually blow them plugs out at high RPMs, and you don't want that. So anyway, 4 degrees advanced for more power, love, and it looks like we're all set here. Okay, I went ahead and rotated the motor, and they still line up, dot to dot. So you want to make sure some motors the dot will be straight up and this will be straight up, but on Fords they go dot to dot. So anyway, just make sure what you got. I'll show you one more thing before we let you go. I'm not sure if I'm going to run nitrous on the motor, so I don't know if you can see the girdle plate I put on, and also a windage tray. Just a few things. It's a Mellon oil pump. Just having fun putting it together, so I'm going to let you go for now. Maybe the next video we'll show you when we're back half in the Ranger. So thanks a lot. Bye.